Here's my latest acquisition to go along with a DT175 roller that I bought the other day for $100. This cost me a little more. This was $140 and it's froze up. And you can see right away why it's froze up. It's in this area here, and I suspect that this is froze right to the magnets. The magnets are froze right to the coils. So let's see if we can't get this guy apart. We'll pull this off, try to get the washers out, put the puller in there, and see what happens. All right, we got her out. It's going to require a lot of cleanup here. That may be all right, and then again I may have another one of those. We'll have to see if this light works. It does. All right, it's got two screws that hold that in, and then this cable goes out. Looks like that's going to have to be redone, but it doesn't look like it's, I'm not sure what that is. Looks kind of like a resistor of some kind. I'm not sure. Might be an inline diode too. So anyway, we got this apart. This needs a lot of cleaning up. So we'll have to get to work on that. We'll give it some attempts here and see if we can get this thing moving around in a circle. I think this may have been a lot of the reason why it didn't, because this was stuck. But we got that loose now, so let's move on. This stator plate looks like it's probably not all that bad. Just clean these up. There's a lot of rust right on the ends of the coils, but I think the coils are okay. Well, there's still a lot of rust around the piston here. I could just pull this off, try it. All right, we got the cylinder off, and it's rusty. Doesn't look too bad other than the rust in there. I'm sure it could be rebored. Now, the piston came out hard. Of course, the rings are frozen. Now the crank turns over just a little bit. It moves. Piston moves. And I'm wondering if maybe I think I got it in neutral. It's like it hits a stop. And, you know, I only got, this is just a nut on the end here. I wonder if it's the transmission that's froze up, or the clutch. And, I don't know, should we take a look at it? Why not? Well, I guess if I can get that without the shadow of the camera in there, you'll see that there might be a problem with the oil pump. I couldn't tell you for sure, but there's some real crud in there. And it's definitely going to have to come out. So I'm guessing that we got more crud in here in the clutch, that the clutch is locked up as well. So I'll do a little more disassembly and I'll be back. Well, we got the cover off, and quite frankly it doesn't look real bad in here at all. I suspect all the clutches are locked together. There's something definite that we're hitting both directions. So I want to take the clutch off and see if we can turn it then with just the crank. Well, here's where we left off yesterday. We got down to this point. As you can see, there is somewhat, well, it's not moving at all now. There it is. It moves a little bit. Not many degrees at all. And something catches. And it seems almost that it's something, there's a broken gear or something. It's not the piston catching. I don't think it's the clutch, but I think we're going to have to take that off and take a look at it. All right, so we got the nut off. This is for the clutch actuator. And I believe there's a ball bearing down in there. I don't want to forget about that. I think it's, no, that's it. Definitely a bearing. Well, we're moving it now. Any bets on which one? I'm saying the left side. I think the left side bearing is shot. Yeah. All right. So, what we need to do is take this puppy apart. I really didn't want to get into it this much, but oh well. I don't have parts for my other bike yet, so let's see if we can get it. Uh-oh. There we go. We pull this off. This should come right out. And if it's like the old ones, there's a thrust washer under there and a circular bearing. I need my little pick, don't I? There it is. this, fairly thick. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in that pan again and spray this all down. All right. Yeah, it's going to take a lot more cleaning than that. But all right, let's take a look here. Beneath the tack drive, this sets spacer. And the tack drive goes in the gear first, like this. That's why it has to have the spacer to get it up so it rides on the main shaft. Okay. Let's put this back on the bench. All right, well, the first thing we got to do is see if there's any way in hell we're going to get these screws out of the stator plate. And that could be a problem. But we'll see. Let's get a bigger handle. And it's just not moving. I need some penetrant to put in there, but I don't think that's going to do any good. I don't think that's going to do any good. Those two screws are really rusted. Now I can drill them out, but then I don't know if I'd ever get the, I'd have to drill all the way through. But I got to get them, and then I got to get all these others out. Wow. That hold the case together. I will bring you back when I get this thing apart. to make a long story short, I drilled out the two screws that hold the stator in place, and I ended up drilling out three of the screws that hold the case halves together. And then I got started on getting the cases split, but that rusted bearing in there is rusted to the shaft as well, and it's not allowing me to pull that side cover off. So I'll be working on that, and I'll get back to you when I get her done. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I finally got the oil seal out. I was using a case spreader on this, or actually just a puller that I've got. And I don't know if you can see down in there or not, but that's the reason this engine was bound up. That bearing down there is just totally rusted shut, and it's also not wanting to let me split the cases because I have to pull it off of that. Now I could possibly take the nut off the other end and let the crankshaft come out with this side. I'm gonna have to ponder that for a minute. And I need to take a break. So I may be back today, I may not. I got other things I need to get done. Folks, thanks for watching. I'm going to end it right here for now. This is not a real important thing. I was just using it to fill some time. And I still haven't got the oil changed in my ATV, so I'm going to get that done right now. And I'm going to end this video. Thanks a lot for watching, and please like and subscribe if you want, and I'll be back. I'm not sure what I'll be back on next, but I'll be back on something, and we'll do some more wrenching.